Hello and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Lauren, and for those of you who are tuning in again, welcome back and thank you so much for your continued support. Are you tired of pricking your finger multiple times per day? Well, maybe the days of multiple finger calluses are over. If you want to learn how to reduce the number of times that you have to prick your finger per day in a way that is painless and sends instant results right to your phone, continue watching. Part of my journey back in the winter was doing continuous glucose monitoring for 30 days. That gave me a chance to test out this super awesome product that I will be sharing with you guys today. It's called the Freestyle Libre 14-Day Sensor, and today I will be doing a review and tutorial about this product. If you are diabetic, you have probably heard of this product, or you're at least familiar with it, or possibly use it yourself. I wanted to share my experience with this product in case there are any of you out there who are contemplating using a continuous glucose monitoring device, so that way you can see a little bit about how it works and what my experience was with this device. Quick side note, I recorded this video back in the winter on my phone and thought I was looking at the camera. So, little disclaimer, I was not looking at the camera the whole time, so I apologize ahead of time. But anyway, let's jump right into the video. So, I'm gonna start off this video with a little product review and talk about my experience, and then I will jump into the tutorial portion of the video.
Today is the day that I have to replace my sensor, and by sensor I mean the Freestyle Libre 14-Day sensor. This is a 14-day flash glucose monitoring system. So this monitors the interstitial fluid blood glucose level, not your actual blood. So I do want to put a disclaimer that it's common that this does not match your finger stick blood tests. It's usually close, but not the same exact number. I've had to do this as part of my health journey for a month of continuous blood glucose monitoring. The first time I put this on, I was very, very nervous because it kind of has this needle in it, which I will show you guys later. That looks really intimidating and scary, and I'm already not a needles person. And I did want to brag on it a little bit because after wearing it now for 2 weeks, I think it's a really, really great product. And especially for people who need that 24/7 blood glucose monitoring, I think it's amazing, especially if you don't want to keep pricking your finger and you want something that's super, super easy to use and all of that. I also wanted to say advice where to put it. This tells you to just put it on the back of your arm, but in the research that I did, people were like, actually try to put it more towards your inner arm, because if you put it on the back side of your arm, seat belts can hit it, backpacks can hit it, door frames, like if you're clumsy like me and you run into door frames, that kind of thing. So this is actually where I have mine right now, and I'm going to switch this up today and put it on the other arm in the same spot. But this has been great because when I put my arm down, this is kind of on the inside of my body, so it's protected and it's not getting hit by anything. The only thing I keep in mind, which you'd have to keep in mind if you put it out here anyway, is when you're putting on shirts and stuff. But honestly, I've hit it pretty hard by accident and it's been completely fine. Another thing that's great about it is at first, like anything that's new with your body, you do notice it. You just put it on and it's like a little tender. It feels like a very, very light prick. It does not really hurt. It feels a little tender and you just notice it, kind of like if you got an ear piercing, or I mean it's not even as painful as that, but if you got something new on your body, you notice it. Even if you're wearing a new watch or something like that, like you're gonna notice it, and then it gets to the point where you don't notice it at all. Now for me, that took about 3 days. For 3 days, I was like hyper aware of where it is. Like every morning I'd wake up and I'd feel it and I'd be like, is it still there? But like 3 days into it, I like completely forgot that I even had it on. So it's very, very comfortable. I'm a dancer, so I dance, and I'm a nurse, so I'm working and moving around and doing things, and this has been great. And you can shower in it, you can swim in it. Really, if you want that 24-hour glucose monitoring, this is the product. I just want to say, if we pretended that this was your phone, it's literally as easy as you hold the back of your phone up to it like this, and it goes and then it shows your blood glucose level at that moment and whether it's increasing, decreasing, that kind of thing.
So before we get into the tutorial portion of the video, I do want to mention some products that might be good to have on hand in order to make the removal as easy and painless as possible. Before removing the device, you should gather a gentle oil. I use doTERRA's Fractionated Coconut Oil, which I will link below, a piece of paper towel or toilet tissue, a mild soap, a washcloth, and rubbing alcohol. First, we are going to take some fractionated coconut oil, and I'm just using a piece of toilet tissue.
You can see it's built up like fuzzies from my shirts and stuff, but I'm going to go around the sensor just to help loosen it, so peeling it off is much easier. So we're just taking the coconut oil and we are going around the edge of the device. Okay, so I'm gonna let that soak for a minute.
I let the fractionated coconut oil sit for about 10 minutes before I removed it.
Okay, so now I'm just going to slowly peel it away from my skin.
This was also my first time ever taking off the device, so you got to see a little bit of the sheer terror when I realized how big the needle was that was in my skin. Or at least how big the needle looked.
So now I'm just gonna take some soap and water and gently cleanse the area.
A quick little pro tip. Rubbing alcohol does work for some people, but for me, I noticed that by putting the fractionated coconut oil on before I removed the device, it actually helped the adhesive wear off very easily throughout the day. Now we will move on to applying a new sensor. Before applying a new sensor, always remember to wash your hands with soap and water, and then also cleanse the area you are going to put the new sensor with a mild soap and water. And also use the alcohol swabs that are in the package with the new sensor before applying the new sensor. I had showered right before applying my new sensor, so I just used the alcohol swabs in the video.
Okay, so this is the directions that come in the box. And you have a container here, which I already peeled the lid off of. And this device and 2 alcohol swabs. And so now I'm gonna start with the alcohol. Now we unscrew this device here, and then there's a dark gray line here and a dark gray line here. And we just line those up and push down till you hear a click. You can see that. That's what really freaked me out. It looked scary in the beginning. And you just hold it up to your arm and press it on. 1, 2, 3. And the new sensor is on. As you see here, there's no needle left. It's all retracted as a safety feature. So the last time I did this, I just screwed this on and kind of just packed everything back into the box it came in and disposed of it. But as you see, the needle we had that we removed is going to be disposed of according to how the area you live disposes of sharps and such.
Alrighty, well now you can see how easy it is to apply and remove this device. I didn't record me applying it the first time because my boyfriend and I were kind of freaking out about how big the needle looked, and I was kind of scared about putting it in my skin, and I honestly didn't even have a recording on the brain. But as I mentioned earlier, it didn't really hurt in the end, and the part that is left in your skin is actually super flexible and you don't even know it's there. Some final highlights are just to make sure that you wash your hands before applying and removing the device, and that you cleanse the area after you remove the device and before you apply a new device to a new location. Please comment below if you have any questions about this product or how to use this product, and I will be happy to answer. Also, comment below if you are currently using this product and have any tips that I didn't mention. As I mentioned earlier, I really do think this is an absolutely fantastic product, especially during the hustle and bustle of a busy day, to just have it on and be able to scan it when you need to It really is a time saver. Next week, tune in for the first video of my new Cook With Me series and learn how to make creamy white bean rosemary soup. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you gained a lot of helpful advice and a little more information if you've been one of those people who have been contemplating using a continuous glucose monitoring device. If you enjoyed today's video, please give this video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button above, and click that little bell icon so you can get notified every time I post. Thank you and toodaloo!